1 year after the Inflation Reduction Act, President Joe Biden is in Wisconsin touting the success of his Bidenomics. But despite legislative wins and improving economic indicators, the president is still scoring low in economic performance polls. VOA's White House Bureau Chief Patsy Widakuswara reports.
Prices are still high at American supermarkets, but the overall inflation rate is lower than last year's. Unemployment is at a low 3.5%, and wages are rising. President Joe Biden says the improvements are due to Bidenomics.
The strongest economy in the world, the highest job satisfaction in 36 years. Our inflation rate has dropped to the lowest among major economic nations in the world.
Yet most Americans just don't see it. According to the latest Ipsos poll, 56% of Americans disapprove of Biden's handling of the economy. 69%, including more than half of Democrats, say the economy is worse now than it was 5 years ago.
The president isn't really able to connect with people to communicate some big legislative wins like the Inflation Reduction Act. There's a disconnect there.
Polls show most Americans aren't familiar with the various pieces of legislation centered on improving the economy that Biden has signed. But they are familiar with the high inflation that they've experienced for over a year, an issue they say is the most pressing in the country. So, for all of the president's travels to tout Bidenomics, what matters more to Americans is how much they pay at the checkout. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News, Washington.